Hi, this is Joyce at Joyce Meyer Junk Journals. How is everybody today? I'm going to be putting together a couple more pages in this glue book. I'm going to use this kind of glue. Had just tried to open another bottle, and I'm sort of sad because I haven't opened it, I guess, for a little bit, and half the bottle was there, but it was stiff as anything, and so I had to throw it in the trash can. But so I have fresh glue, and I think I got everything set up pretty good, and it's been busy, like it always is. So why talk about it, right? I have found that, yes, you can use receipts, and sometimes the backs are pretty interesting as well as the front. So I'm going to try to put some receipts on a couple pages. And I might stamp over them on the next time, but until everything would dry, I'm not going to do that. But this is what I've compiled. I just ate the last of these. And I just hope that we don't have any reason to have candy, because I don't go buy candy. And when I have it in the house, though, for the grandkids, do you know that I eat it just as much? These are the best. Crunchy, and you only need one or two or three or four. That's how that goes. So I have all kinds of things in here. I think I will say that this has been a beautiful month. May is very fun. May is very full of dates and things that we all go to. For example, I don't know, some of you might be going to graduations or things for the end of school. Teams are playing in full force. We have grandkids playing everything from, they got volleyball, then they've got soccer, then they've got baseball, gymnastics. I've got a granddaughter, little one, playing or taking gymnastics. I could see her, I hope, one of these days, but it's so cute. And then the usual spring things around the house. And the weather's been good. We've got 9 days of rain, so this is perfect. I think we did go out to get some pork chops and sauerkraut. Are there any Germans around in where you live? We have a lot near my house, and so the traditional family things passed down from our German ancestors are, well, Geta. I don't know if you know what that is. I talked about that, I think, the last time. Geta's the best. And then, if I didn't talk about it, I did make a mention on one of the tags I made for a challenge. But that's one thing. Then there's potato pancakes and pork chops and sauerkraut. So we have a restaurant near us, and they even have double pork chops, and they're so good. You get two of them, real reasonable price. And they have all the other stuff, sauerkraut balls. Yay! But I don't like theirs. So how do you like this flower? This is from a crafting magazine. Is that not cute? I don't think it has a shine till I manipulate the light. I feel like it's dark in here, even though it looks bright to you. I had to dim everything because of the reflection. So the other day, we had a party for a granddaughter, and the theme was like cowgirl, cowboy, a Western theme. So I didn't have a cowboy hat, and I went and bought several. Okay, so we're all good. There's one. I think that's my husband's hat, because it is a smoky gray. That must be it. Tractor Supply is fun. I don't have a farm, and I go in there and I can see the little chicks. And I love chickens. I don't have any chickens, but they have all kinds of things that people buy in there. And it's fun seeing the kids come in and they're getting the big bags of food and all that stuff for their bunnies or whatever type of farm animal they have. It's cute. And I did buy a pair of, I haven't had cowboy boots for a long time. Right after I got married, I had a pair of Western boots. I don't know if I bought them in Texas, but we went there for my husband's brother's wedding back in the early 80s, and I wore them hiking through a field, spending a whole day looking for arrowheads down by the river with a friend of my husband's, and I covered them with mud, and I never did bring them back in the house. So I haven't had boots since then. These had a little pink, and they were really cute, and they were comfortable, which I can't even believe because usually they're not, but these had a wide toe. So I bought those as well. So now I'm set. There we go. Gotta have some tea there on the page. I always say, do you know that, let's see, where is it? I found this the other day. I forgot to point out, I say all the time. I just do. It's habitual. And I can't stop. So, let's see. I like this. I found this every once in a while. There'll be an odd magazine, like just a business that was back when we didn't buy from eBay, and you would actually remember the catalogs, and it was porch type of things. You would, little metal statues and whatnot, and porch swings and pillows and everything. So I saved that little word. Let me hold that up too. Porch. Okay. And let's see. I want to add, I always do 2 pages at a time. I found that I learned, okay, I did learn a couple things. When gluing this, I have to use my art glitter glue. I used Fabri-Tac the other day, and it didn't work. So that's that. And oh my goodness, my lid to my glue is stuck in this tissue paper. Hold on a second. I have these little silicone stoppers. I know some people put a little pin down in there, but I have found these work a lot easier. So I want to glue this down in the center, because not only did I learn that that foily stuff does not glue down unless you use art glitter glue, and this cardboard, I'm doing the same thing with this. I need to refill that bottle, but if it's something that's rigid like this cardboard, and I put it here, you know, like I can't turn the page, so this is going right here. This is our chili. It's got to get a really good spot. And then you remember the McCalls, even they sold their patterns. And for the needlework, they have all kinds of craft books. This one is Country Crochet, and it looks like it fits very well there, I guess. But that's something that I just learned, to make a crocheted heart. I did it on YouTube. And probably it took me maybe 3 days. It really did. I'm not kidding. I had to keep rewinding and watching. And then I wouldn't count because, you know, you have to be able to focus to do things where it's a number count. Come on. You know, you got to go 5 chain, this, that, the other, you know, whatever. And the phone rings and I'm out. So that's it. I got disciplined enough to put one with my Valentine project I was doing, and that's that. I was quite proud of myself because that's not my strong point at all, but luckily one of my strong points is that I'm persistent, and if I try something, I don't just like give up. I go right back. Gosh, there is fuzz from I have been working on yarn over here with like a dark blue navy, and it was very fuzzy. It's all on everything. Maybe I'll just put it right there. I don't want things to look so evened up. These peppermint patties, I don't know if you can see. Oh, did I just cover them? Oh, good. They didn't have the full image. They always have these at the checkout. They're like, one time I went on Weight Watchers and all I would eat for dessert would be one of those. One of those little York peppermint patties, and I lost 25 pounds. Not advocating that's how you do it. Maybe this area here would be good for, it sort of has a white stripe. I don't like that. So I'm just gonna put this in there because it's my glue book. I was out today, this morning, and I've come to a conclusion through doing these glue books. There is not a lot of flyers, or like I was at the grocery. It used to be they'd have samples, they'd have little papers laying around. There's nothing anymore. Nothing at all. And I guess they don't, everything's online again, you know? Which is sad. When you're a junk journaler, we need to get paper. I don't think they realize we need paper. So the best I could come up with was, I got a prescription, so I got a bag from the prescription, and then I have to take off the name of the company and all that stuff. I don't know if they get mad if you have it exposed, but you never know. Yeah, so I really didn't find anything with color. I did go to a restaurant where everything's like the coffee colors, browns and blacks, and it has something real cute on it about coffee in the morning, and I have several of those. Oh, I don't know, does anybody delete this glue? It's so thick. But we want it to stick. Well, it's hard for me to cover up, and then when I turn something over, like if I see this and it's right there, I don't want to cover it, but sometimes I'm trying to overcome that, just get the thing glued down. But now I'm thinking, I really like what's on the back of this. I wish there was a way to be able to use it, but I have to choose. And I mean, you gotta agree that is much prettier for sure. Oh gee, art glitter glue down in the, I do have to fill that up. Did I just put that on upside down? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Now I don't even know. No. I must be dehydrated. I don't know the top from the bottom. I knew that was crazy. But that's the fun of this. That's the fun. Not having to think. It's about relaxing. Oh, wait till you see this. Is that fun? Does that look like a real feather? I fussy cut this out, oh boy, a long time ago. And I went into the little details and all. I think that probably would need to have more room. I don't know. I got an idea that maybe I need to trim it down, but that's kind of cool. If I can get it right like that, I'm gonna do it. Just gonna do it. And then I'll make sure Skyline shows. I'll make sure that I don't go too close to that bump here. And I did glue from the back to the front when I glued the pages together. Like I glued 3 pages together sometimes, mostly 2 together. Because I saw a tutorial about it. Like I told you guys in the first video, I think, that there is a thing to the direction in which you start preparing the book itself. Okay, now that was here, like right, like that maybe. I can always, and I think this is what I'm going to do every time I finish with the video, I'm going to come through and I'm going to get these corners. And I will keep checking them. I guess the best thing is get them now, huh? Live and learn. Last time I didn't, and I went back, they were kind of stiff from the little bit of glue that was on there and not as flexible and everything. So, there. Pink. I talked about pink in a tag that I recently made for a challenge that was about what's our favorite color and some other things all about. It's on the Stay Creative Crafting Circle. It's the 30-day challenge, hashtag tags with purpose. And I talked about pink. You know, there's a thing, and it is true, about your coloring, your hair color, your skin tone and everything, and what colors you can wear. And definitely I am not a pink. But I like pink a lot. So I can use it in my journals. I don't wear it. Whenever I do, it's all faded out on me. So we got to get back over on this page, don't we? I don't want to cover that up. Maybe there. Maybe on the side. How about right like that? Cute. So I like the tags from clothes, from anything that you would buy for your kitchen. Basically, I think an item with maybe a little more price to it than just a bottle of soft drink. You know, whenever it's maybe over $10, they'll put a tag. It's worth having a tag hanging on it. I don't think they care otherwise. But they have a section at our grocery, and it has spatulas, all that kind of stuff, and thermoses. And if ever I get something now, I save that. Oh, I got these little pieces of tape, so I won't run off of the, and here I'm not even paying attention to it. Well, they're a little crookedy, huh? That's okay. My camera is probably the crooked one. All right, so now look at this I found. Fell off of an item that I had thrifted. Take an additional 40% off the lowest ticketed price. Do you ever remember seeing that lately? Reduction taken at register. Those were the days. Oh, the old days. I sound ancient. You know, that's not working on this page. I'm not feeling it. I might put it right there though. I might just put it right there because I don't want to lose it. It's too precious. Oh, I can just picture what it was on. I miss all the little stores. Woolworths was a great one. I went antiquing the other day and I found a lot of goodies. And when I was there, I picked up all kinds of stuff at the checkout. A couple of them are here. There's this, I thought this would be fun in a journal, a bee journal. And then this is a mall that Ravenna, Ohio. I've never been there. I don't know how far that is. Let's see. But it has 400 dealers. That's quite a bit. I don't know if I'll ever get a road trip somewhere. But I really do like this picture here. Because this is my thing. I used to sell antiques. I have always garage saled and antiqued. So whenever I see a page on Facebook or Instagram posts, they're talking about, if they're talking about a collection, I always get zooming in and then nosy about what's on the, whoa, ivory snow. I don't know. But I walk in somewhere and I know it's going to take me hours to get back out. When you're a collector of paper, that takes more time, right? Because you have to read and dig around. It's not just like you're picking up one item that stands out like a jar or something on a shelf. It's a little more involved for us. So I linger in those places, and luckily I have one not too far from me. The other day I had fun in there talking to him and telling him I used to be there too, and I feel their pain. No, actually it was good when I was started doing it because we didn't have eBay yet. That was just the beginning of selling online and everything, which is how everything is now. I think that the shops are going to come back. Maybe people are going to want the brick and mortar stores as far as it comes to these things, because you want to pick them up, but you know there was always theft and people changing the price tags. You can't do that on eBay or Facebook Marketplace or wherever. I've never done that. I usually have enough stuff that I get thrifting, and I don't really need, even when I go thrifting, I go, why am I doing this? I don't need any more. I spent all day today, and I was cleaning up my craft room, and, oh, I got to stop for a minute, get the glue off my hands. But I was cleaning my craft room because at the Goodwill the other day, I purchased several containers for storage, and they were new from the container store, but I got them for like $6, $7, $4. And this morning was fun because all these little stacks of stuff that are in baggies and they fall on the floor, slide here, slide there. I got them in more of a square where they stack, square spot on the desk, and then I have much more room. It's incredible. I like that. So, here's what I've got. The Nerds candy will probably go over here. So I'm just gonna leave that there. And then I have to come up with, do you guys like this beeswax? I wonder if this works. I have a wood oak in my bathroom and toothpaste gets on there and I can't clean it correctly. And this polishes. What's it get off? It gets off. Oh, it's for granite? Quartz? Wow. To soap scum buildup. What? Does anybody use this product? This might be a good thing that I do these books, because now I have something that I learned today. Well, here we go. I'm thinking I'm just gonna put the bee in here. You know, where's my decal scissors? Oh. I think I'm gonna snip it. So it looks a little rough. I'm not great at tearing, and I'm too lazy to get up and get a ruler to tear it. I don't have any nails right now. I keep trimming them down because my nails keep breaking. When you are always in water, always changing a diaper or washing dishes, getting stains out of things I buy at the thrift shop or what have you. Ooh, look it. I love how that happens. This is meant to be. Right there it goes. And I don't know why this stood out to me, but I think it was the pot that I liked. Might have to just... Does this seem too much like a garden-y theme? It's not time yet for that. Oh, I know. I bought this at my shop that I like, 50 cents. I got this the other day. And these are from American Greetings. And you know, it's $1.20. So I'm sure you can guess what I'm going to do is cut this tag off. Yes, I am, for sure. Right now, it's getting glued. Cleveland, Ohio. Now, I never knew that was where it's from. Got to get this plastic off of here. Okay. And well, there's a rose there, but see, now I put the bees. Oh, goodness. Maybe I'll put that there. It kind of picks up their color there. But I'm getting to this. I want that. Follow your dreams. Zernowski is the artist. Kronowski. Wrapping paper. I'll have a, whoa, sorry, don't get sick. My camera was bouncing. I think it's cute just to sort of, I'm going to try to get the full word, follow your dreams. Oh, goodness. All right. I like the sunshine, but that's a big sun. That would take up the whole page, and I don't want to do that. Nope. I'm making this harder than it should be. I always think about the rainbow and that God said he will never flood the earth again after the flood. All right. The whole earth. Let's get it right, right? That's what he said. The earth will have floods, but not the whole earth again. Okay. So now, that's still too big, but you get what I'm seeing? Good thing I didn't glue that down yet. I'd have botched it. There we go. Maybe that line will smooth out where the F is. So, try to roll it on the edge of my table for a minute. Boy, if that's not total opposite of what I'm working on, I don't know what is. And I think that's what's fun. If I ever get over the fact that I need everything matching, nothing covering, that's what this book will remind me, that I did do it through doing a glue book. It's my teacher. And you know, it doesn't matter. It's just a bunch of stuff and a bunch of color. And my brain doesn't have to think that hard, because the point is to do something that isn't taxing on the noggin, if you know what I mean. Okay. All right. There. It's not perfectly straight, but since we discussed covering things up, you know, it could be that I put that right there. I sort of need maybe something cutesy. I have this. I got this in a, oh, I think this is so cute. I almost think this should be in a, make like a journal, you know, those real tall skinny ones where you just keep folding the papers back and forth. I made one of those. That was the most fun. I can't use this. Okay, I'm going to a local newspaper, and I'm going to tear out, where did I find, wait a minute, there was a strawberry. Oh, okay, so I'm going to tear out a few strawberries, because they have 3 and 4 of them together with the tops on them. And I was thinking next to here, I'd put them together. That might go well. Because there's red right there. And I could put that closer to the edge and place some strawberries under Follow Your Dreams. I love strawberries with whipped cream, and I had that yesterday. I sliced them up. I had a can of whipped cream, and now it's gone. I got to get off the sweets because I'm not a sweet person, but as soon as you tell me that my numbers are up, I just think, you're kidding me. I have watched my sugar my whole life, and now you're telling me it doesn't matter, and I'm still going to get the hereditary gene to kick in on sugar. Oh, so, yep. Oh, how cute. Oot, oot. We don't want to cover up the purple. But see, then again, we are going to cover up some of the purple because, gosh, it's not a crisis. It's just a book. I just feel like when I do this and I get away with it, when I cover up stuff, so much power. Oh, It really is relaxing. Now this video is not going to go much longer because I'm already at 35 minutes. Uh-oh. Oh, help me. So this will be the last piece I put down, and then I'll see you guys the next time. And I hope that your weekend is wonderful and safe, and you have such blessings with whatever you are doing. And please, if you have not yet, please subscribe and hit the like button and drop a comment if you so feel inclined. But I think that's going to be all that I have to show you today in my glue book. It was pretty fun, huh? I mean, look how fast. I'm still not done with this page. I still got a little bit here, but we'll do that next time. Over and out. Bye-bye.